Hello and welcome to this major NDTV exclusive. It's been a week where Arvind Kejriwal and his IAC have made Nitin Gadkari their latest target. Now, many of the charges raised by India against corruption are not necessarily new, but they did create a snowballing effect as more and more questions were raised about Mr. Gadkari and particularly his business dealings, which India against corruption claim amounted to conflict of interest. That in turn led to some of Mr. Gadkari's political opponents raising deeper questions about those business interests. Now, in a very unusual moment on Indian television, we actually have Nitin Gadkari here with us, who's been kind enough to join us live in our studio to actually take on those charges as we go through them one by one. Mr. Gadkari, I'll first run through what those charges are, and then we'll get a response from you charge by charge. Now, most of these charges pertain to Mr. Gadkari's company, the Purti Group, which is based in Nagpur, and what his political opponents alleged, the first charge as it were, is that the Purti Group is financed by shell companies. That is, these are not actual genuine companies, but they are front companies. The second charge is that Mr. Gadkari gave favors to a major road and roadways contractor called Ideal Road Builders, in short IRB, when he was PWD Minister of Maharashtra between 1995 and 1999. And this company then repaid the favor by investing in Mr. Gadkari's Purti Group shortly after he demitted office. So he demits office and straight away this company picks up shares in Mr. Gadkari's outfit. So the question that they're raising is, are these investments and these loans that IRB or Ideal Road Builders has given to Mr. Gadkari tantamount to a quid pro quo? Others are asking whether, even if there is no quid pro quo, does it amount to a conflict of interest? But before we go into all of this, let's first just understand what exactly is the Purti Group. And my colleague Miloni Bhatt, who's been tracking this story very closely and has done her own independent investigation, joins us. Miloni, first just take us through exactly the nature of this company, the Purti Group. Mr. Gadkari often says he's a social entrepreneur. But is this actually a business company with a scope and a footprint much beyond that?
That's the big question, Vasu. Whether Purti Group, is it a business or a charity? Now, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he set up the Purti Group of companies in 2001. The full name of the company is Purti Power and Sugar Private Limited. It is one of Vidarb's largest business groups. So it has a very strong presence in Maharashtra and especially in Vidarbh. It deals in power, it deals in ethanol, alcohol and biodiesel. Purti is also a 300 crore company. It employs 2,000 people over there. It has 8 major companies. So clearly, Purti has a wide range of business interests and it has lots of companies, subsidiaries, which take care of these businesses. And some of these subsidiaries are Venganga Power and Sugar, Mahatma Power and Sugar, Avinash Fuels, Yash Agrotech. So Purti has a really clear presence in Vidarbh.
Now the question is that as Mr. Gadkari set up this company, Miloni, he obviously required financing for it, and his own balance sheets show that a big bulk of financing actually came from cooperative banks and other institutionalized financial investors. But also there was a financing component that came from other sources, and they in fact control the majority shareholding pattern today of Purti Group, and those were where the questions have arisen. If you'd like to take us through that.
So who are the investors? Who are the real owners of Purti Group? Now, from the documents that Purti itself has posted on the website of the ROC, it says that its total share capital is 68 crore rupees. But what we found is, shockingly, in its own documents, it has admitted that of this, nearly 18 companies, the list, if one goes through it, will find that there are 60 crore of that, of 68 crores, has come from 18 companies. So those companies are the ones who actually control Purti. Now, Mr. Gadkari, ironically, owns only about 200 shares. So nearly 80% is held by 18 companies. Who are these companies? And the names that came up, which are listed on the website, are Swift Soul, Earnwell, Leverage Fintrade, some of these companies that own a major chunk. Swiftsol and Earnwell alone own about 4.5 crore rupees worth of shares in Purti Power and Sugar Limited.
That's the first question to you, Mr. Gadkari, that your company is actually owned, almost 77% or 80% is owned just by about 18 companies. You only own 200 shares in Purti Group. So who are these companies that have put in all this money?
In any company, even like NDTV in your company, there are a lot of stakeholders.
So who are these stakeholders?
No, as far as law is concerned,
yes,
there even I have right to purchase the share of your company. So basically, when we start this project for sugar factory, we have to increase the capital. And as far as the company which was very much interested to work in the interest of the farmers,
yes,
the farmers' purchasing power was as long as collapse. So they were not in position already.
So who, like for example, I tell you the companies have names like Spatial Dealers Private Limited, Swiftsol India, Sterlite Fincom. Yeah,
I will just be complete.
Yes.
If you want to decide something and to just paste on me, then
no,
it's
no,
business.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
First of all, any company can take any share of any company. Any individual can purchase any share from any company.
Fair.
These are the companies. Basically, there are for 10,000 farmers. Some is maybe 9,000 to 10,000.
Yes.
The farmers are the member of the Purti. Now, on that equity, it was difficult to get the loan.
Yes.
So, we approached many people from the society, industries, traders, businessmen, investors.
Right.
Some of them we assured them 12% returns also, and there are some also NRI people was there, and after taking their equity in it, and we make it.
So, can you give us the identity? Can you give us the identity of these companies, because it's not clear? That's the allegation that is being made by your political opponent.
First of all,
that these are shell companies, these are front companies.
First of all, neither this company has taken any help from the government, neither take any land from the government. And the first, I want to again.
But Mr. Gadkari, if I with respect, you're not answering this particular question of mine about the identity of these companies.
100%. I can give the identity. Many of the people I know them.
Okay.
And they are investor. And if anything is the problem, already income tax department, they scrutinize it. And if anyone want to make the inquiry, there is no problem.
Okay. So we actually did that. We sent out our teams to many of these companies, the addresses that they had themselves registered on the MCA website, and this is what we found. This was in Mumbai, largely where these companies are registered, and in Kolkata.
This is 207 MD Road, Kolkata 7. This is in the heart of Bada Bazaar. Now, in this building, on the 7th floor, in room number 131, that is the registered address of a company called Spatial Dealers. Registered office address for Spatial Dealers. यहाँ पे नहीं है।
पूरा यहाँ से वहाँ तक देखिए ये ऑफिस है कि आप जो नाम बताए उस नाम का आदमी को हम लोग तो किसी को नहीं जानते हैं।
Earnwell Traders and Swiftsol Limited. Now this particular company is registered at this address. This is 10 Karman Chawl in Malad East, and we've been speaking to the family here. They claim that they've been staying here for 20 years and they have nothing to do with this company. Let me speak with the lady of this house. Ma'am, कितने साल से आप यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं?
20 साल से।
20 साल से। आपको ये कंपनी के बारे में पता है?
नहीं।
ये कोई अर्नवेल ट्रेडर्स स्विफ्टसॉल लिमिटेड करके कोई कंपनी है? कभी कोई आपके पास आया था?
I am here looking for one Mr. Rajinder Kumar, who has 3 companies, or he is the director in 3 companies called Sterlite Fincom, Earnwell and Chariot Invest Trade. His address is given as 321A Brindaban Boshak Street, Kolkata. Sir, 321A Brindaban Boshak Street.
বৃন্দাবন বসাক স্ট্রিট নেই কো এটা 44 এর বি পর্যন্ত লাস্ট।
এখানে রাজিন্দর বিহানি বলে কি?
না, রাজেন্দ্র বিহানি বলে কেউ নেই, আমি জানি না, এবং এখানে আমরা দীর্ঘদিন ধরে আছি, দেখিনি।
321 এর এ
321 এর এ নেই এখানে।
Chariot Invest Trade Regency, Equifirm and Leverage Fintrade. Now this particular company is registered in Mumbai. The address of this particular company is 39 Shiv Krupa building in Haji Bapu Road, Malad East. ये आप कितने साल से यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं? 20 years, over 20 years. Anytime any representative of this particular company has come to your house, this Chariot Invest Trade Regency, Equifirm and Leverage Fintrade. आपने कभी अपना घर किसी को रेंट पे दिया है?
नहीं।
कभी भी नहीं। आप यहाँ से रह रहे?
हाँ।
अभी आपने कभी कोई नाम सुना है? पूर्ति करके कोई कंपनी का नाम सुना है?
हमने तो कभी सुना ही नहीं।
So, Mr. Gadkari, this is the reality on the
There
ground
are
that
already-
all the companies which are registered as the owners of Purti Group, the majority of them, when we went on the ground, we found none of those addresses, those companies exist.
I will tell you.
Yes.
Now, as far as my directorship is concerned, already it is on the website. I am the chairman of the company.
Yes.
But before 14 months, I resigned from all the posts of the companies. Now, this is the Form 32.
You resigned from
Yeah,
all
I
posts
am-
of Purti Group.
Yes, I am not director anywhere. Now,
But your website as of today
yes,
still
today.
says you're chairman.
Yes, today is there. It is lot of companies have changed their addresses, and if anything the problem is there, we are ready for Purti will ready for any inquiry for that. We have no problem.
But these are, sir, virtually all the companies that own your company. So surely
This
there
is-
needs to be
no,
some.
no.
Is this surprising to you when you find that the companies
these are
that own
not
Purti-
these are not the company owned by my group. These are the independent companies.
Yes.
They have their shareholding, and they are a registered company from 95 and 90. And
But-
if you want to verify, income tax department can verify it. We are ready for that. We have no problem.
But sir,
And
when you say that they, when you say they
the
don't,
address are changed also.
no, of the 70 crores paid up capital that you have, 68 crores, these company alone control 60 crores. So they are almost they are the majority.
I again tell you,
Yeah.
latest position is different. I don't know
This
exactly.
is today's. This investigation was done over the past 2 days.
Just listen me. I am not supposed to know there are 10,000 shareholders. The name of the shareholders is 10,000. I don't know the details of everybody, and I am not expect to give you the details about it. And this is not you are not the charter accountant asking me the every shareholder
Okay, that's
details.
fair enough.
How you expect that I am a charter accountant over the company that I will tell you the details
No,
about
we
everything?
would have thought that as the chairman or the mukhi of the group, you would have an idea. One
Can
second,
you-
sir.
can you
Miloni,
tell- can you-
Miloni, just
can
get
you-
me.
can
Sir,
you
just
tell-
one second.
Just a minute. Can you tell me what are the shareholding list of the NDTV?
Sir, this is not
You
about
tell me-
NDTV.
No.
Okay, but just a second. Miloni,
So
what
how
wants to
this
come in?
is possible for me
One
to
second.
show you?
Yeah, Miloni, do it. Go ahead.
Actually, a very important point, Vasu. I mean, we were listening to Rashmi and Moni Deepa, and they are saying that there are people who are living there since 20 years. Mr. Gadkari claims, you know, this Purti group started in 2000, in the year 2000. So, you know, we are just a decade away. These people have been living there since 2 decades. Now, surely a point needs to be made that if there were companies which were existing there or whatever, there would be some semblance or there would be some indication of them being there. For instance, Swiftsol and Earnwell that Rashmi talked about, sir, together own 4.75 crore in your company. That is a huge, huge bid.
The address may be changed, na? Now, suppose the X company.
Sir, these addresses
But
are the latest addresses on the MCA website.
Just to tell you.
Yeah.
Now, again you verify. There are lot of companies, they are also known to me.
Okay.
And there is a possibility in many where the address are changed.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.